right, welcome to a quick video where we are going to discuss how to create drop shadow text in PIXLR. Now, I'm about to create a brand new canvas, but if you already have a canvas that has text on it, that is totally okay. You can just work with that canvas. So in other words, if you already have a canvas that has text on it, you don't have to start by doing what I'm doing. So I'm going to create new. Let's just do a quick square. All right, so in this canvas, we're going to add some quick text. Click on the text tool, add text. It's way too big. Let's type in example. Get a little smaller. Okay, perfect. So here we have our text, all right? Now, usually there's a filter for drop shadow, but that doesn't work for text. So adding a drop shadow with text is a little bit different. Here's how you do it. First things first, we need to get these selected. So if we go over to the wand select tool, select, and we click on a letter, zoom in here. It's really important that you follow this next step. If you notice, when we click, it only selects one letter at a time. So how do we get it all selected at the same time? If we hold Shift on our keyboards, okay, that brings us to this add to selection icon. So we can also just click add to selection here. So if we click add to selection, we can click, and that adds each letter to our selection. If you notice, the selection's growing because we have more marching ants around each letter, okay? So let's start this again. We have our select tool. We click on one letter. It only does the one. If we go up to add to selection or hold shift, as you can see it says, that will allow us to select more than one letter at a time. So let's get all of them. A, M, P, L, E. At this point, you have everything selected, okay? Here's where a lot of people make a mistake, though. You're in the process of selecting, and then you accidentally select off. Oh, man. I don't want this. Okay, unfortunately, you have to start again. Select, deselect. Okay, so if you mess up, you got to start again. Select, click, click, click. And there it is. So we have all the letters selected, okay? Here's the next step. I'm gonna go to add a new layer. I'm gonna add an empty layer. And we're gonna call this one, I don't know, colorful text, okay? So we now have a colorful text layer. It's empty. We're gonna grab our gradient tool. Let's do rainbow. Oh yeah, rainbow. Okay. Click and drag our gradient. And look at that. It has officially created gradient text. But wait a second, Mr. DeCola, aren't we doing like drop shadow text? We are. If you click and drag, you can start to get that drop shadow of this layer behind it, okay? So, as you can see, we have the rainbow text on top and the yellow text on bottom, okay? Now, this gets really interesting when you start to do some different fonts. Go to select. So if we go to the text tool again, add text, example, let's change it to, adios amigos. Let us select again. Okay, I'm gonna add that new layer. Do the gradient again. And if we move it now, it starts to really look cool. Now we're really zoomed in, so it looks kind of blurry, but it won't look so blurry on a bigger image, okay? That's the basics, and you can adjust it and drag it however you want. You can even maybe rotate one of them slightly. Whoa, Nally. You can adjust this one to be a little more transparent. Make your background more or less transparent. My goodness. You can even make the top one more or less transparent. So many options. Wow. Okay. That's the basics of making drop shadow text. And good luck.